Hey everybody, I am Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations and welcome to today's live stream. Hopefully I can get where our comments and everything are up and loaded. We'll see how this goes. I'm searching craft along with Vaughn. Boop boop boop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think I clicked go. I can't tell if it's working. So let me see. Oh my god, and it doesn't have me logged in on Kick. And I don't remember what my login info is. It's okay. I'll figure this out. Maybe I'll use the app. So it's okay to be bad at this. We don't have to be good at streaming to... How do I even find my videos? There we go. All right. We've got this up and going. Hey Kay, how's it going? So I'm gonna have to make this great big, maybe. What does that button do? Oh, now look at that. All right, I can set that there, and hopefully I'll be able to read everybody's comments. Hey Anika, hey Kay, how are y'all doing today? So I prepared a little bit beforehand, and we have these maple leaves that are made out of polymer clay. There we go. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. And I was going to try to make sure that you could still see when we feed through the pasta machine. But I'm not certain if that's in frame. It's in frame-ish. There we go. So this is going to be our main work area for today. Okay, so we have... This is a blend of 3 different tones of polymer clay. So we have... And it's all Cos clay. Kay says, good, thanks for asking. Right on. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me here today. I took my niece to belly dance with me I invited her to come and she came to belly dance for the first time today. And that was so much fun to get to go to class with a buddy. And she did so good and I'm so proud of her. And so it's been a pretty busy day so far. But I'm really excited to be getting some sculpting done. 3 different polymer clays, like a leaf green, like a regular green, like it's all Cos clay, and then black. And so 2 greens and a black mixed together to give us a little bit of a nice marbling, but mostly I just wanted to use those clays up because as much as I like Cos clay, it's not perfect for everything, but I think it's perfect for these leaves because what we are making is in the other room, and I'll be right back. No, it's not in the other room, it's right here. And I don't have the strap put on it yet, but we'll see if we can get that put together and all that good stuff. But so we're working on trying to make another one of these leaf masks, which this one still has a couple of layers of clay that it needs, or not clay, paint that it needs painted with. So I'm just gonna set that over there so we can kind of get the idea of what's going on. And I think I'm going to be utilizing this piece here as the forehead piece on this other one, but I don't know yet. So, but I used these leather dies, these leather blanks. Let me check and see. We are in Kick. So let me see if I can make this smaller. Okay. Anika, I don't know if I was seeing your comment, so I'm going to keep it open like this. There we go. Oh, I'm so glad you think it's awesome. And then, let's see, am I able to? Cool. Are your phones plugged in? Yes, thank you, honey. How are you doing, Cindy? Did you really just cover your chat with the mask? No, I can still see. I can still see what's going on. These are leather, like clicker dies, but we don't have a clicker, which is like the thing that goes on the back that would press this whole sharp blade down through the leather all at once. And so it's kind of challenging to use with leather, but I've found I really like this size at least for using with the polymer clay. And so that's how I was able to get 3 little maple leaves that are like almost exactly the same, done with the polymer clay. So I'm going to fold this up. Oh, I need to get all the leaves off of it. And that's been the trickiest thing. This looks like a maple leaf, but it's actually a morning glory that was just on the clay. It shrunk quite a bit, but it was on the clay whenever I used the clicker. So that's how we got the veining, just a nice little imprint. Oh, I should have peeled this off when it was freshly adhered. I mean, it doesn't seem to be bothering the clay very much that it's getting leaves in it, like leaves stuck in it, but I mean, I don't want to push my luck. You know, this is a whole lot of leaf. We got to at least try to get some of the leaf off. You know what, though? I forgot their leaves look similar. Well, the thing is the morning glory leaves are usually like heart-shaped, but the veining is really similar. And then I actually had done, I'll show you here in a little bit, I was able to get an imprint of one of our Thai bottle gourd leaves before the frost killed them all off. Cindy says, I'm better now, kind of. Oh man, my mom passed away the 28th of October. I'm really sorry to hear that, Cindy. That's never something easy to go through, you know? But our hearts are with you. And look, a distraction. Sometimes that's the best way I can be helpful. Though, ooh, look at all the oil that got pulled into the paper out of the clay. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that off down under there. Well, I hope that you're taking good care of yourself, Cindy. Grieving can be hard in a lot of different ways, but I know that, at least for me, whenever I'm grieving, sometimes I don't take as good a care of myself as what I need to, and that just makes the whole grieving process even harder. You know, because now I'm not only, you know, exhausted from mourning, but I'm also not fed right or hydrated or anything or bathed. So don't forget to take care of the human suit that we run around in. All right, so we're going to try to cram this through the pasta machine. So yeah, it's got some leaf in it. It just blends in. But no, we're carrying around our own broken hearts of worrying for some of our friends, dealing with health issues, dealing, you know, it's always something. And then, not to make it all about me, but my God, if I have to clean up one more pile of diarrhea, I'm gonna lose my mind. Z-Dog has been pooping like a crazy person today, and then we thought we were gonna lose Ember, but she's still with us. She perked up a little bit, and she's still eating, but she's also like 19, going on 20, so whatever that is in cat years. You know, she's better now. She's 83, and she's not sick anymore. That's right. That's a good way of looking at it. So yeah, those leaves get blended in just fine. And then I threw it on the floor. Let's see how much dog fur. Hey, that's not that much dog fur at all. Look at us vacuuming more often. So I was not able, I can't figure out how to update the thumbnail for my live streams whenever, I wonder, am I able to do it through Dropbox? I don't know. I just figured I wasn't going to worry about it today because I'm just here to craft. I'm not super worried about being a good YouTuber today or whatever. So we're just feeding this to the pasta machine. I'm also a firm believer it's never goodbye, it's always see you later. Oh yeah. 100%. Have you heard the song Bones in the Ocean by the Longest Johns? My father was a sailor. He was in the Navy and he had a sailboat before I was born. But I think he had to sell it for some reason or another. But he was still, I think, once a sailor, always a sailor in your heart. And so the Longest John song, Bones in the Ocean, really resonates with me. And I like to filk, which is like taking songs and just changing the words, because that's the extent of my singer-songwriter capabilities at this time. But I don't know if I have it in me to sing it today. But singing the songs of loved ones and songs that remind me of loved ones is one of my favorite ways of remembering them. Now, I thought I had a template somewhere in this house of the mask. But let's see if we can just freehand one. I've got so much going on over here, and I'm so sore from rubbing these gourds or sanding them. But Randy and I finally got some gourds made. That was for Halloween this year. We didn't dress up really. We didn't trick or treat or anything like that, because they don't really do trick or treating in our town. But we did pick out some gourds and get them prepped for little birds to live in. Hopefully somebody will move into them. But we were hoping that I liked the idea of, instead of just carving a jack-o'-lantern that just stays for a little while, that we'd have these like gourds up as like ways of remembering some of our loved ones. But we finally did it, y'all. For like, so I had even given some gourds to the folks who came to our second craft along or camp along. So we haven't done any ornamentation or anything on them. We just got them, the holes drilled and sanded, and then the whole outside sanded. And we've got like some little drainage holes here on the bottom, and a little hole to put some wire through to hang it. I've got gourds rolling around all over the place. We've got our head here, which I'm going to see if we can start getting some. What happened? Oh, it's gourd goo. Okay. That's okay. It's just gourd crud. And so I don't just want my leaves like laying flat. So I'm going to have to figure that out in a little bit. That's for future Vaughn. But just to start with, I'm going to try get my workspace situated. There we go. And we've got a little tray. Oops. I got to tilt you up real quick. That's the wrong tray. Here we go. Of these little cutters. And I think I liked the one that was like this size. Yeah. I'd rather give more room for the eyes than not enough, because I think it gives a nice opportunity for like, how do you, how do I put this? You can do like makeup and lashes and things to help bring the mask together. I guess, I don't know. Let me see if I can just, this is probably a bad idea. Okay, no, that didn't really give me the answer I was looking for. Looks like a butt. So hopefully I don't get a rash all over my face, but I guess I'm just gonna do it here on our mold here. I do the shoddy science, so you don't have to. Ooh, well, hey, Viking. Hey, MJ. I got this head from Pier 1 Imports back before they closed down in our area. You may be able to still find them on like eBay or Amazon or something by searching glass head display or glass hat stand or something. I like it because I can put it in the oven, and that makes me really happy. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of just go like boop. I don't really recall how. I mean, I'm pretty sure I used a paper template to keep like the eye holes straight, but I've lost that clearly. All right. Well, let's get this back down on flat. And then we're just going to cut out some eye holes. Get out of here with your eye holes. Yeah, no worries. Oh, look at that. It's got the little eye imprints from the glass head. And I'm trying to make myself not be a perfectionist on this. It doesn't need to be anything other than fun right now because we're just experimenting and learning, hopefully. I just feel like it's ham face, like, if that makes sense. Or whenever they slap like a slice of cheese onto a dog or something. Okay, so from here, and we can always tweak things, Let's find. Put that back where it goes, just to keep the workspace clear. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Hey, yeah. It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again. Exactly. It puts the lotion in the basket. I think that one might be better as a pendant. We'll see what we have in our back stock of beautiful but broken. Ooh, and I wanted to show y'all, this is how, if you follow along with our Back to Earth Creations live streams on YouTube, this is how the macrame on memory wire came out yesterday, and I'm really pleased with it. And that's how I just did beads with tied a knot on the end, so it's okay. At least it's not like dangly and getting stuck and stuff. Okay, so now from here, I don't know how I want the anything to be really. I know I said I'm not going to try to make it perfect, but if you've got a tool, you may as well use it. So I'm just using this wing divider to decide I at least want it to be so wide from the eye hole. So I'm just going to mark little spots. Quite bad at this. I just feel clumsy. There we go. I met a fellow squirrel person in a parking lot today, right after belly dance. I had stooped down to pick up some pine cones, and there was another lady had just gotten out of the car, her car, and was like with a bag and was like picking up pine cones, and it was just really great to meet another. Like, and we both harvested the wild pine cones in a friendly manner. Like, there was no like Black Friday style fisticuffs or anything like that. I was very proud of myself that we shared the pine cones. They're very nice pine cones, though. Trying to figure out. So this might be a question y'all might be able to help me with. What's a glue that I could use to attach pine cone pieces onto this like little shingles that will break down? Because I want everything that I use on these to be able to just rot. Like, I'm not looking for, like, whenever it starts to get pretty rough, I want to be able to just put it into the compost pile and have it go. Well, hey, Cheetos Puffs. Gorilla Glue? Is that biodegradable? Like, because I don't want to just use like honey, but like also I don't know where I can source like pitch or something, so it's I might be able to do flour and water, but bugs might like that. I don't know. Oh, well, thank you so much for the follow, Cheetos. Peanut butter, maybe. I was hoping for something a little less biodegradable, like, because I think these gourds will last a really long time if I keep like the rain off of them. I just don't know. Oh yeah, that's dumping all sorts of crud. Look at that. It's starting to look like something, maybe, if you pretend. Peanut butter and butter, maybe. See, I like to use the peanut butter for like attaching birdseed to pine cones. I think I might just have to, oh no, learn basket weaving and make like a little basket hat for like the mushroom, like, or not the mushroom, for the gourd. Because if you can picture with me, so this is the gourd, right? I'm gonna hold it like this. I want it to have a hat that goes like woo around this part here, like a little like conical. Like if my son of a duck, there's got to be a better way of demonstrating this. Okay, this might work. Pretend with me like we've cut this out of. Ooh, what if we did it out of a vegetable tanned leather? Okay, because this stuff's not going to break down and it's not stiff enough. But I kind of want to make a little gourd hat that's just like adorable. Kind of like our display cones, if that makes sense. This is not a good example. I want it to have a little roof is all. I want to make a little roof for my gourd so the birds can have a wonderful little birdhouse that's kept out of the weather. I'm going to send this to my friend. Right on. I hope that's a good thing. Okay. All right. So we got that extra clay. And I'm really glad that my face doesn't hurt from putting this clay on it, because that was not a well thought out. Hot beeswax. Oh, Viking. I think that's a really good idea. I think that's a really good idea. Okay. I've even got some hunks of beeswax around. All right. Thank you. That did not even occur to me, but that's a really good idea. Just asking you to swear because I don't want to send it if you swear. Oh, do I swear? Um, I will try my best not to, but sometimes I can be a potty mouth. I'm sorry. How about hot beeswax? Yes. My brain, knowing that I'm not supposed to be swearing, is like hot beeswax, and it's beeswax, but like hot. And because he loves art. Oh, well, right on. Don't want to send if you swear. I'll do my best not to. Oh, and that'll be perfect because then I want to do like the little pine cones. They're little segments. Do, 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 do. All right, so now we're going to set this clay somewhere. Oop, that looks like a perfect spot for it. All right. As the tripod, I swear. Randy got me a new set of sculpting tools. And I love them because I love the big stylus balls. And I kind of want to, because like, let's see. I'm trying to replicate this mask. Pretty close. Close enough. All right. So now I'm going to start sculpting in the polymer clay leaves. And this is where I removed probably a little more material than what I needed to, but that's okay. Because we can always... Who is Randy? I'm new. Oh, Randy's my husband. He's not feeling super great, so he is up in bed right now, but I think he's still moderating for me because he's the greatest. Like, not to brag, but he's pretty amazing. Hey, Bodega. Yep, I'm working on a mask today. And really, I just wanted to play with some polymer clay. And so working on my goals for streaming for the foreseeable future. I know I keep trying to plan like my whole life and I need to just be in the moment. But I thought it'd be pretty neat to each week choose a project and be like, I'm going to get this project done in the live streams because we have goals, you know, for growing our channel on Kick and, you know, just doing things and stuff. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to tell you all about our things and stuff here in a moment. But so we make dragon heads. Like these bad boys back there. Can I zoom in from here? I can zoom in from here. Okay, so ignore the mess. Do you see those little dragon booby guys back there? They're my babies. I love them. And I want to teach classes on how to make dragon heads because I love them. And so if I need help. So if I can get to where I can sculpt one of these bad boys in 3 days in a live stream where I lollygag and am distracted, then I think I could teach them at panels at conventions. Like, is what I'd like to start doing. So, oh no, I hope he's better soon. Well, I fed him nothing but high acid foods for like 3 days. And then, so now he's having heartburn. And then he wasn't sleeping very good. So he woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and could not get back to sleep. So he's been solidly up since like anywhere between 3 and 5 this morning. I don't know if laying in bed and watching Dragon Ball counts as being up, but I mean, if it's not sleep, it's up. And then he drove me an hour to belly dance and then waited for the hour while I was at belly dance and then drove me home the hour from belly dance. And then I was like, let's have Chinese food. So on top of 3 days worth of high acid heartburn, we just crammed a bunch of like saucy noodles, which is pretty good. So he deserves a break. is my non-medical assessment of his current condition. Have you enjoyed making malachite polymer clay cabs with me? Ooh, his first go ended up like khaki army uniform, bless him. Oh, that's okay. That's still pretty. But bless his heart, for sure. So I tricked myself into sculpting by just piecing pre-cut shapes together, because I still, even though the past 2 years I've made the bulk of my income off of selling sculptures of dragon hats, actually, like a dragon that you like wear on your head, I still don't feel like a sculptor. I don't consider myself a sculptor. I'm just piecing together, like this little cutout here is just the back that I would have used for making a polymer clay pendant. So sculptures are just big 3D jewelry. And so this is actually how I tricked myself into making a leaf mask, was starting out by making a leaf pendant. And it prototypes, we did a tutorial about this this past Thursday, and we're having another on YouTube, and we're having another tutorial come out on our Back to Earth Creations channel this coming Thursday on how to do like roses. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it's just making jewelry. So if I ever feel overwhelmed about a project, or I don't really know what or how I'm going to do, then I just break it down into smaller, what would I do if I were making this as a pendant? Well, this is the pendant that we're going to wear on our face. So, oh my goodness gracious. Boop. And then, oh, I have to block you because you're saying dirty words. Okay. Haha. Oh, can I also delete it? How do I moderate? Delete message. Haha, there we go. So professional. Wow. Cheetos, was that your friend? Got to go. Be back soon. We'll be here. All right, so let's see if we can zoom out a bit. I'm going to scooch this to where I can see over here. Hey Saki girl, I didn't see you come in. I'm like totally torn between chats right now. So if I miss your comment, please like feel free to post it again, because I'm kind of bad about keeping up with things like that sometimes. Tomorrow we file them as we already baked them and then polish them. I may try adding a groove for the wire wrap. Any suggestions? How? For polymer clay, I actually have the answer for this to you. The answer right here in my hand. Do you see how I did this one here? This is polymer clay, and polymer clay files really, really easily. So if you have like one of those files, the profile of it, it's like flat on this side and then it's pointed, that would work really well for just, you can set it on the table and just kind of like, if this is the file, you can run that on the edge of it or something. But this one, I just indented it before I baked it, and that seemed to work out pretty well, but I haven't wrapped it yet. Okay. And so now from here, let's see if we can get this other leaf, because again, I went ahead and already prepped 3 of these. Ooh, a Dremel, that's a really good idea, Walk. And this is super handy building this on a glass head, because now I can kind of get an idea of where it's going to be overlapping, and I don't know, do you think other people are as bothered by stuff touching their ears as I am? Because it might look pretty cool. In fact, we might just have it kind of poke out some, because this one, the way that it sits on my face, I got myself in the eye. I'm okay though. I just stuck my thumb in it. Um, is it okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'd polymer clay all over my finger though. All right, I'm just gonna go with it. We're just gonna do the thing because I can't handle poking myself in the eyeballs. Well, hey, Steffi Joe, how's it going? All right. So I'm just gonna blend. This is one of many layers. So, but I want to build the mask. What I learned on this prototype mask here behind it, build from the skin up with the polymer clay. So, or at least that's something that I'm clinging to as, well, this will be a good idea. Hydrate. I don't even have any Wawa. Let me go grab some. There's my Wawa. I have to tell y'all, it's probably one of the most beautiful autumn days today. And just getting to go on basically a 2-hour car ride was amazing because it's autumn in the Ozarks is just gorgeous. And I know that Springfield's like right on the edge of it. We're not even like in the depths of the Ozarks, but pretty enough for me. I love it. I want to redeem safety first. I could be wearing a helmet, elbow pads, wrapped in bubble wrap, and I'd bite my own tongue, like just out of an accident, not to spite anybody. I'm just, your girl's accident prone. I don't know what to tell you, but super durable. So, hey, Gilded. Love getting to craft along with you during your live streams. Oh, I love having you here with me. I apologize in advance if I miss anybody's comments, especially on YouTube, because I don't have that on like my heads up display. Oh, Steffi just says it's been gorgeous here too. Ooh. And then we're just gonna just whack it with our metal ball. That doesn't really work, but it's fun. Do you bake the clay in one huge piece when it's done? That's what I'm going to try this time. Because again, with our prototype piece here, I baked it in like 4 or 5 different ways, and which wasn't a problem, except for whenever I took it off the head, I experienced some cracking in and around this area, and I experienced some cracking in and around this area, just because as it heated up in the oven under its own weight, it started to relax and rip itself apart. So I'd love to be able to do, my goal just out of ease is to get as much of this sculpted and baked in just one go, just to see. Because truly, if I could get one whole mask done just in one sitting, I would lose my mind. I would feel so productive. But I'm a recovering workaholic. Like, I'm a workaholic in recovery, but I'm also running a small business. And mama's got bills to pay. So I'm trying to figure out how to just let myself enjoy the creative process, enjoy exploring and experimenting. Like, this is not about, I have to wonder how many of y'all tuned in to see how productive I could be today? Or are you here to have a good time and enjoy yourself? I think the second one, because if it's the first one, you're going to be very disappointed because I'm here to enjoy myself today. But also, sneaky workaholic Vaughn is like, yes, but if we could trick ourselves into having fun while being productive, money. So I need someone with a degree to diagnose me, please, and point me in the right direction. Oof. May you have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day and stream. Is that the word with the most syllables? Did you copy paste that or did you type that out? Because that's a big word. That's a big old word. Big brain time. Saki Girl says, oh my God, Vaughn. Oh my God, Saki Girl. I got my package. I love the cabs. The candy corn one is so awesome. They all are, but love the candy corn. I'm so pleased to hear that. Just think if you had to throw in a 40+ hour grown-up job too, right? Well, it's whenever part of the workaholic protocol that I'm doing, the first week was hour tracking. And it's like I was easily working 70-hour weeks here in our home business. And I'm like, I'm not getting 70 hours worth of work done. So I bet if I dial back on the work hours, dial up the rest hours, I don't want to mess up all the detailing that we had done. We had done, the leaf did all the work on this one whenever I smooshed it. Better to trick yourself into being productive while having fun. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on having fun without any deep layers of trickery going about. You could do an autumn leaf circlet. Oh, I love that. But yeah, if I can get done with this mask today, tomorrow we may do something else that's like autumn leaf themed. Though I bet if I'm going to be getting any leaf anything done, it's got to be I got to pick the leaves for it today if I'm using the morning glories, because I think it gets down to like 29 degrees tonight, and I think that's going to, and then the next night it gets down quite low again. So if I'm going to be using the leaves to get that nice veining, I'm going to have to go and get them out of the yard and do all that. But I'd love to do a circlet tomorrow with y'all, or maybe a rose circlet if we don't have the leaves for it. I'm just blending right now. I'm letting the leaves stay nice and flat. I'm probably gonna cram some little pieces of like tin foil or something up underneath them to give it a little bit more shape, because I don't want it just hugging the head. I really liked how these ones here, which I actually put an armature wire in, I like how they have like that shape and that 3-dimension and stuff, which I was able to achieve. I don't remember how I achieved that. I set it with a heat gun first, which kind of worked, but it made them really, really delicate. And so I kept breaking them, because if it's not baked, all of it, once the cosclay is baked all the way, nice and rubbery. Like you can take it. This is cosclay. Please don't break. This is so embarrassing. But no, so you can see very, very flexible, nice and flexy. If it's only like partially cured, it just cracks in half. The more you know. A rose circlet would be lovely. Eee! Oh, Steffi Joe says, not to say that your job isn't a grown-up job, just that I've been trying to run a crafty business in my off time. Dude, Steffi, I can't even imagine. You must be working wild weeks and stuff. And it's like, nah, it's what I do. I don't feel like is a grown-up job. Like, but I'm able to, if I need to stop in the middle of my day and go do something else, I can. So I just don't have like health insurance or like anything that seems to have come with a grown-up job, but that's neither here nor there. Oh no, Steffi just is not. It just means I don't really get anything done for my business. Oof, me too. But I have no good excuse. And so I'm just kind of looking. I'm like, what can I fill that in with? Let's do more leaves. Or should I? Yeah, if I'm going to put a leaf over it, I should fill that in, because that way these guys will have a little bit more structure and support. But this is going to be a whole lot filling, like forehead touching. That's okay. because I don't necessarily want to be adding a ton of bulk. Ooh. I was watching someone sculpt on the internet this morning. It popped up on Randy's computer while we were eating our oatmeal. And I was like, ooh, let's watch that. And they were really using their hands more with the plasticine, or I don't know what kind of sculpting material they were using, but it definitely seemed like a polymer clay to me. And so I want to experiment a little bit with how well, and this is something that I hadn't considered, that the deco clay by Cos Clay is really nice for just getting your hands on. I mean, it's getting all ground into my skin. That's okay. I shall survive. But just the way that it kind of like pulls and drags, that's really nice. Still kind of prefer using my stylus tools and stuff. If only you delivered to the UK, right? I'm so sorry about that. It's just so expensive to ship, and we were having such a low success rate in packages actually arriving that now, you know, we could totally look into it again, but it's just, man, I don't feel ready for dealing with that again. Well, I'm digging that. Y'all, I think I gotta go steal a leaf out of the yard or something, because I need some more leaves for right there and there. What did I just bump into? Okay. And the plumeria leaves from the tree in the front yard, those leave a little bit too deep of a vein in them. Actually, I can show you. If you were here at the beginning of the stream, this is the Monster Clay leaf imprint that I had taken from a Thai bottle gourd leaf. And you can see those are some mega super deep leaf veins. But I thought it would be neat, and I wanted to try. Will there be room for hair under there? Yes, because I'm going to be like lifting. These are not going to be in their final form. They're going to be more like that dinosaur that goes like with the thing that comes out is going to be like that, not retracted. It's going to be mode. So I hope that makes sense. Let me go steal some leaves from the yard. Hey, there's a morning glory right there. Oh, it's so pretty. Hello, little flower. I'm going to have to climb over the whole porch. An actual maple leaf. Boom, 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 boom. No, that leaf's no good. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, what about a redbud leaf? What about? Dude, I've got dead bugs. Okay. Well, y'all, I might be a minute. Oh, this one's so pretty. Except for something ate more than half of it. Okay, that's a pretty one also. One, two leaf. Ooh, this isn't poison ivy, is it? I hope not. No, I'm pretty sure. We're good. Alright, there's a maple leaf or a maple tree growing in my climbing rose bush, which is fantastic because that means I didn't have to go very far to get some grade A leaves. Look at these bad boys. So I'm going to pass this through. Let's get the camera resituated. Woo! Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to pass this through just like so. I'm going to grab this paper back because it really helped last time to have something that kept our clay from sticking to our work surface. And then we're going to be using this to do the cutting. And then I thought it'd be neat if we'll go ahead and imprint it after, perhaps. We'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to position this. And I like to use this little steel block. Bam. To just press down on the back. Oh, MJ says if you're going to back it all in one piece, will you use a form to hold the shape? I'm going to be baking it on the glass head. That's why I like to use the glass. So I think that is, does that answer your question? Or, and I was going to use like tin foil or something underneath it to hold the shape of the farthest back leaves. Okay, and then I like to use this. Well, I'm going to use this because it has that rounded back that we can kind of press and hopefully not completely destroy. Okay. And we can pull our clay out. I don't mind a little bit of distortion because what leaves in nature are exactly perfect and just like each other. I'm not super worried about that. I just don't want to tear it or anything. But you know, if that happens, also not the end of the world. And look at that, just as quick and easy as anything. Much faster, I think, than if I had to cut it out by hand. And so now we can take one of our maple leaves, and I'm just going to line it up with this part. And then I thought I had an acrylic roller somewhere. I do, right here. Again, not worried if it distorts it. That's perfect. And I love it. Boom, here we go. This is how we do it. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Look at there. Just a little leaf. And all those like veins and stuff. I mean, I know it's not perfect, but I'm not worried about it. Maple leaves next door are bright red, very pretty. They're everywhere now too. It's these ones, like, if you can see, you can't see out my window. It's autumn colors outside. These have not started to change yet because look how it leaves that little on the leaf. Because they're in a microclimate on the east side of our house, in the way that our like concrete and limestone front porches is, it really retains a lot of heat, which is very nice because like my comfrey is still doing great, like the roses that are there are still doing really well. But winter has not found them yet, or autumn hasn't. So okay, so there is one. And also something that I was thinking about doing, but I don't know if I'm going to do, is on this one, I gave it a very textured edge. I kind of love it. And I did that very slightly on this leaf that I'm wearing as a pendant. I think I might not on this one, just to see. So I think I'm going to want to do 3 of this style of leaf. I do love having a little tile that I can just set things off to the side. Right, we're using that to punch the end out. I wonder if it will be any benefit at all to give a little spritz of water. I'm just putting that on there. Yeah, it is. I love maple trees. Some of them around here turn red. Some of them turn this like golden yellow. It's almost luminous. Okay, just enough that I can get to where I can pull with my finger. There we go. I don't think the water hurt it, but I don't know if it helped. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to do another one because that will give us our 3. Oof, just pressing down. Woo! There we go. That's nice. Just gently. Yeah, I mean, the water might have made a minimal difference, which is okay. We're going to set these on here. I'm going to use the same leaf. And then we're just going to roll and roll and roll. What? Roll and roll and roll and what? Roll and roll. Just squashing leaves. There we go. Swamp. And you could totally, like, whenever it gets to where I don't have access to leaves, I'm going to just hand draw it on with, like, probably either a porcupine quill or pencil or something. Oh, that one's not very centered at all. I'm going to flip it over and try again. Because I do prefer it when our little stem goes right down the center. I'm not so worried about the 2 side parts, but that middle section, it's really, especially the closer the details get to the eyes. Oh, well, this is a perfect opportunity to practice sculpting it in with a little rubber stylus because I did not imprint very well. On this side. That's not so bad. I mean, it doesn't give me all of the really nice filled in texture of like the leafiness of the leaf. The leafening. But we could totally get, stylistic and kind of weird with this. That'd be all right, I think. Yeah, you can definitely tell nature and then me, but like, it's fine. So now I'm getting these set off over here. And then we could even, I don't know if I want to do the tiniest of the leaves yet, but while we have this rolled out, we may as well. Oh wow, the whole center's a little weird on that one. That's okay. I'm going to start with at least just one of these, and then we'll be able to hold it up and kind of test and see if we want to do more or if we just want, there we go. Or if we just want the one. Uh-oh. We'll try a different one. I'll try this knife. And again, just getting just enough that I can start encouraging the clay out of the die cutter. Oh, I love that. Because again, I would not be having, I'd probably be having fun, but I wouldn't be getting as much done if I were having to cut all of this out purely by hand. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Sorry, I don't mean to wander out of frame. Oh, I'm going to zoom back out. And now set that on our, ooh, yeah, we got to texture it. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, things are gonna get better. Ooh, do, 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 do. Ooh, do, 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 do. Ooh, 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 child. And so now we have that rolled out and ready for if we want to cut more of those leaves. Ooh, she finally shifted myself downstairs to my happy space. Ooh, ooh. I love the variety of songs that pop into your head while you're working. Well, I'm glad that you do. I have fun. Roly, roly, roll. Close enough. There we go. And now we can set that dirty paper over here. Haha. And let us get back to sculpting on the head. But yeah, I had taken some leaf imprints into some polymer clay and baked them because I'd kind of like to see if I can make a resin texture plate, because if I could just have one leaf that is resin that leaves a nice deep imprint, that would make me really happy. Like, because then I want to be able to make these in, like, you know, January when I have no leaves. Ooh, I got some of those magnetic strips for holding tools to hopefully hang my hammers on the wall. That'll be nice. Am I bleeding? No, I'm not bleeding. That'll be really nice. I hope you enjoy that, Steffi. I've got a couple in my kitchen that I keep, like, my metal capped, like spice and herb jars in. I'm really pleased with how that's been doing for me. So before sculpting it in, I'm just tack pressing it on. No bleeding for your art. Well, I got like eczema or something on one of my legs, and I've been itching it, and I shouldn't have. But yeah, this way I can kind of just like tweak and twerk for symmetry, not twerk. Just fine tune for symmetry, hopefully. There we go. Is that a pretty good angle? I hope. Yeah. It sucks, but that's okay. Oh, that's super cute. So, but now I find myself wondering, do I want to do another leaf that size, or do I want to do like a smaller leaf, or do I want to do like a larger leaf so it's more like down here too? I think I like a little leaf on either side, but let's get these ones taken care of before we start going that route. Also, I don't super duper feel like messing with tinfoil on stream because it is loud primarily. I'm gonna set that there for inspiration. But I was thinking about trying to do like a little bit of a tree bark feeling texture on this part, like the around the eyes. But I don't want that to just be a straight line. Like, what if we did spirals? For that one, I'm going to use our conical tip. And again, right now, nothing that we're doing super duper matters. Like, in the sense of it does not have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be symmetrical, it doesn't have to be what we end up going with at all. Like, curly cues around the nose area just remind me of mustaches. So I don't think I want a curly cue right there, but I also super duper don't mind some little curly cues up and around like that. And so from here, we may just continue on with because I kind of want it to look, maybe like a dryad or something. Oh, like a cool new superhero. I'm digging it. And again, this part down here is very muddy and not its final shape. That's okay. I just kind of wanted to get some thoughts down before starting in on whether or not I'm going to include any like gemstones or anything. Ooh, oh, I'm glad that you do, Michelle. Let's see. I've got this whole little bin. Please give me the bin set of drawers. Okay. Wrestle and fight with this set of drawers right quick. There we go. There was a cabochon stuck in the way. But this is my little bin of broken gemstones. Like some of them just don't have a great flash, but are also like chipped all the heck. But I wonder, that didn't have a great flash. That's pretty. Like that one's gorgeous, but the whole tip is broken off. But I wonder if we might be able to do something with it. Ooh, that's real pretty. That's real pretty, but again, with that broken tip, but I bet we could make it work. I don't know. Options. We got options. We're not there yet, so we don't have to force a decision. But I like I can't get on kick. Oh no, Viking! You could put felt on underneath after finishing the mask. Last bake, so no sweating on forehead from the mask. That's a really good idea, Nessie. Bin of broken dreams. Pretty much. Wouldn't leaves made from that clay weather well outside? Say if used on an outside feeder. They would, theoretically. I still haven't been able to test the cost clay outdoors to the extent that I feel like I can say, oh yeah, this holds up great. Like I don't know if it becomes more brittle with UV exposure. Because some things hold up wonderfully until you touch them. And then they go and die. Which has been my experience with all of the fairy houses that I had made using Sculpey 3. But that's also just Sculpey 3 seems to behave that way. So more data is required. So I'm just getting our blend on this bottom edge. We can always refine it later, but I don't know how much I'm going to be adding other leaves to this. But that's a really good suggestion. Bodega says, quick idea, mosaic mask made from chipped and broken CAD pieces. Oh, I like that. That might be really heavy though, but like maybe for a home decor or something. So there we have those blended in pretty nicely. And let's see if we can't do a little bit of something with the edges of these leaves because they don't need to be so like crisp. I don't know that that's accomplishing anything, but it's making me very happy. Maybe a bigger ball. Ooh, I like this one. Or a headdress, yeah. And this is where polymer clay and leather, the techniques and like ways that I would be like tooling a leather leaves, real similar. Like kind of, you know, I'd go through with like a textured pear shader to try to bring these edges down if I were doing leather working. But I don't really feel like I want to do that too much on this one because it already has all of that nice texture in there. So let's see, I'm also not trying to adhere it to the glass. So like from here though, actually we may be able to, I want to get a nice lift from below. Again, making sure that that line's nice and blended. I'm going to put this kind of up underneath. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be doing something with felt on the inside because I can't guarantee that there was a good connection on the... Yeah, I can't really tell from the inside, but I'm going to cover it with something on the inside to make it very comfortable to wear and to kind of hide any blend lines that did not get as well blended as what I would have liked. So we're just going to add a little bit of 3-dimension to this. A little twist here, a little tweak there. They don't all have to be going in the same direction. Ooh, I kind of love that. I'd like to be able to turn this mask into a full-on headdress, or at least this style and concept of mask into a full-on headdress by having this part be made perhaps in the clay and then the remainder of it made with leather, or just to see how, different hybrid pieces, to see how they work with each other. But yes, you can kind of see it's kind of starting to have a little bit more life and shape to it than if you just left it flat. And it helps so much to just look at leaves. Like Randy and I've been going on walks on the days that we've been going on walks, and I'm so grateful that he's very patient about me stopping every couple of feet and being like, oh, look at this leaf. Like, it's the first time I've seen a leaf in my whole life, but they're just pretty. I don't know what to tell you. you know but just seeing the way that, like, they might crinkle or crumple. And just for the sake of giving it a little bit of support while it's baking, like this part here, I'm going to press it down to the glass, but that way it's holding itself up while being baked, is my hope. We'll see. Well, hey, Andrea, how's it going? Happy Saturday to you too. How's your day been? I just picked some up from my patio. The colors are so pretty. Eee, that makes me so happy. I love leaves. I love autumn. Oh, I love nature. It makes me so happy. It soothes me more than anything anything else I've ever come across. Just going and enjoying nature's handiwork. And not every it doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. Just do how you feel. But I am having a tendency to curve things inward because I don't have a pattern on the back. Maybe for future Vaughn, I should texture the back sides as well. But as far as today goes, we're not there yet. There we go. So again, just kind of pressing up, and just anywhere that the leaf might be touching the glass head. Whoop, that was the head, I promise. Just kind of like twisting and touching. There we go. How's that for y'all? I'm just trying to trick it into being self-supporting once we get it baking. Let me get a chance, no worries. I just sent an email I mentioned yesterday. It took me a while to get good photos to attach. Okay. I'll check that out after the stream. I buried my heart in the backyard with sand. So the times growing wild between each stepping stone. This path I shall follow till it leads me back home. What a course in my mind to a place I once knew, where our hearts were unbroken, our dreams were brand new. My heart longs to join them, sing songs with Sam and Z. I remember the fallen, and they think of me. When our souls in the garden together will be. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. The souls of the dead fill the space of my mind. I turn myself around and whisper my goodbye. I love that. Oh, you guys, look, look, look. Ooh, it's going like woo, up on the top. Do you see? E. All right, that's what we're probably going to need to put some foil or something underneath. And now I read on the internet that you can bake paper towels so long as they don't catch on fire. So I want to test and see that theory. So I shouldn't do that at all because we have a gas stove and there's going to be open flame in there. And this is probably definitely going to catch on fire. Okay, aluminum foil it is then. Where is my aluminum foil? I think it's in the key here. We'll just keep sculpting for now. Mm-hmm. Hey, Melisandre. Hi, Von and all. Are you making a Green Man mask today? Kinda. I just was thinking something more just maple dryad, but essentially. Oh, I, I touched it and it delaminated itself from the glass. But yeah, I kind of like having a little ball stylus to just come and take and like kind of push from underneath and add a little bit more dimension that way. And kind of most of what I'm doing right now is trying to avoid leaving fingernail marks on the unbaked clay, but trying to give it a little bit of like three-dimensional leafiness. And this is something that is proving to be easier on leather just because the leather isn't quite so malleable. Like it still holds its form really nicely, but I'm not having to worry about like imprinting with a fingernail. But also, I'd be having a heck of a time trying to just get leather layers to merge like this without having to use rivets or sewing. And so that's why I'm motivated, I think, to use the polymer clay for this part, and then I can flesh it out with more leather working where the leaves are significantly larger and there wouldn't be nearly so much hand sewing. What do you think? I think it adds a whole bunch to have it be, have all that twisting and kind of character going on, hopefully. Hopefully it will retain that character as it bakes in the oven. Love that. Okay. Hydrate so I don't dehydrate. Ah, thank you, Michelle. Let us add more leaves. Okay, so now we're getting into the territory of I want to go ahead and do some additional texturing or something. I can hear that cold wind blowing in. I'm going to use this right angle tip. All the leaves blowing across the street. If we weren't live streaming and if Randy was feeling better, I would quit my day job right now and go take a walk. I mean, I'd be back, but like, it is so pretty outside. So do I want to just do stippling? Stippling is a safe bet. Sometimes I don't mind playing it safe. I would rather have stippling than no texture at all. And I probably should have done some stippling before adding in this layer of leaves, but that's okay. Because now I'm just going to come through and add stippling to this whole like general area. Bodega says, Vaughn, you've been listening to shanties again, haven't you? Always. I love sea shanties. Ayoy. Or whatever noise it is that pirates make. I have this tool here that I think might look like it was dirty, and I should have cleaned it before doing that. Quick, macer in the face. Okay. Let's try that again. Does this smell like chloroform to you? So all the crud that's coming off of this is just freeform air, which may or may not bake well. We'll find out. But I just want to give it like a nice textured, like bark texture. Oh, did they really, Steffi Joe? Well, neat. So we'll see if this catches on fire in the oven. My money's on yes, but too late. It's too late, baby. Yeah, it's too late because you done did the thing and it's all stuck in the clay now. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. I love the Longest Johns. They are a very good musical group. For science, right? Somebody got the mask all wet. Can't work with some people. It's me. I'm some people. But yeah, that gave us a really nice like texture with a question mark. I think I like it. All right, I'm gonna let that dry while we Make more leaves. Leaf making mode activate. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. My hammers, which would not stick to the magnet. Oh no! Attach magnets to the hammers so that they do attach to the thing. All right, I'm gonna retrieve my piece of scrap paper. Go bam. A wee moo, 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 a wee moo. I'm gonna try it with the water again. In the jungle, do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boo. I think my chickens are okay. I can't tell if that's an upset chicken noise or a happy child noise. And the neighbors have a happy kid playing in their backyard earlier, so it could be either. Shuffle. Booyah. So we're going to need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's going to be a lot of leaves. We'll have to figure this out. Let's start with just 5. Oh, that makes me so happy. Clap along if you feel like a herpin' derpin' doo. Herpin' doo 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 doo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it when they come out clean. Shuffling, shuffling. Oh, another. I could do this all day. I love making all these little leaves. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6. We may as well make 8 of them. I mean, we're already at leaf number 7. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Let's make one more just for shits and giggles. Happy children have distressed chickens, just saying, per my grandma. That is true. Fortunately, there's a very solid barrier between my chickens and the neighbors' kids. So, and they've been fortunately really good about respecting that. So, like the chickens are fenced in their own fenced in area, and the children are fenced in their own fenced in area. Knock on wood. Oof, and then the squishing of the clay commences. Ah, squish. Squishy, squishy, squish. So I'm just going to roll it out and then pinch one of the edges to make it feed into the pasta machine a little easier. I realize I'm out of frame and bumping the tripod, but this is the high quality you have come to expect from Back to Earth Creations. Oh, we gotta make it wet. Do I need more medium ones? Yes, let's try another medium one just in case. For science. That's so satisfying. And look at those perfect little water droplets. I just love the way they catch the light. You can blend them all out together into one, but it's whenever they're all in their own little separate water droplets. I just love it. Changing tripod angle. Activated. There we go. Or maybe it's better like this. Yes. Okay. I highly recommend fencing of the children, but not like fencing like sword fighting. I hate sword fighting children. They are so low to the ground and very good at stabbing. Like, they're so fast. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm either 100% on board or I hate it. I don't know yet. So I'm just going to leave that sit there with their tiny hands. No, they are. They're so quick. I hated having to fence kids at the fencing club when I was in high school. Like, because I was used to fencing people my own height. And so, like, just when they're short and it's like, and once they get like in it, I feel like I need a shorter sword to fight children. I shouldn't talk about this, but it's just like if I could have a smaller sword in my left hand specifically for whenever I'm fighting children. Mutant. It's best to just keep them fenced up somewhere else in the neighbor's yard. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I might love it though. I don't know. Maybe on the cheeksies. Does she want some leafies on her cheeksies? Oh, perhaps. How much of our face do we want covered? Just the nose out. That's not going to enrage the internet at all. I freaking love it. Okay, we're gonna have to do that on both sides. I need my paper back. Okay. So the lapis and copper wire wrapped earrings. Oh, congratulations, Nessie. That's a very good feeling. Do you list things that are already made, or do you list them as like made to order? It's my favorite is things that are already made. Like, because then it's like, so good. Isn't that what daggers are for? Probably. Close quarter combat. I'd found one of my old poetry books from when I was in high school, very angsty, but I also took the time to like transcribe um Tolkien's, like, a lot of his poems that were in The Lord of the Rings. Like, so like all of the verses of the Misty Mountains and stuff, and it was just kind of want to learn how to, like, I want to memorize them. Okay, so again, just pinching that edge, putting it through the pasta machine. So now it's ready for whenever I decide to make another leaf out of nowhere. We gotta put the pattern on it. Let me change the angle while we do this because I don't need to be out of frame the whole time. And I keep putting that paper back down here, but I really still need it. So, a boom. So satisfying. Chef kiss. Ah. And this is why I like to use the paper, though, is because it starts to stick after a little bit. And I want to be able to make sure that I'm getting the leaf off without tearing it up. This is a poor decision. Oh well. I shouldn't have sprayed the paper. I should have just sprayed the work surface. And now that's going to be soggy as well. Everything is soggy. Everything is damp because I won't stop spraying. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. What? Rolling. Oh, I'm off centered. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no. It's like a slip and slide up in here. Okay. It'll be fine. Oh my god, now I have all these little ones I have to do the. Okay, we can do this. It's fine. And then when my nephew was little, I made him a toy fencing rapier from a thin dowel in a wooden circle. Nice. He then decided to try and vest me. I told him, "We're training you with your left hand." And then he learned to fence ambidextrously, just like the Princess Bride. That is awesome. That's the way to do it, too, though. But my best friend's mom, she was left-handed. And, my goodness, fencing a southpaw really is a whole nother beast. I can't imagine a kid who's left-handed. I was not very good at fencing too, just to be clear. But it was one of the things, the only other thing I've discovered that's as fun to be bad at as fencing is sculpting. But fortunately, sculpting seems a little easier to get better at over time, especially with, like, how cute that is. I love that. I'm pretty sure that's like from crushing the cells of the plant leaf, or it might be that, or it might be the oils from the polymer clay, but either way, super duper digging it. But I love the way that tools and toys and accessories can really help increase. Oh, that one's terrible. I'm flipping it over and doing it again. Can make me feel like I'm a better sculptor than what I actually am. Because it's like, I can just flip it over and try again. What if we did this side? And that won't quite cover everything. But yeah, just trying to make sure that I get my center line down. And go centered. That's much better. Okay, so there's that one. And so I'm gonna risk zooming in for this. And I'm just gonna set that part of the leaf down there and just let it come down our center line. There we go. Being very gentle. It doesn't take a whole lot of pressure to imprint our leaf. I'm just gonna put it over in the pile with the rest of them. Okay, we only have 4 more to do. That's not too bad. Let's moisten our work surface. Ooh, would it be easier to lay the leaf down first and then the clay? That's a good question. Let's try that. I'm still gonna flip it over just because that's what I'm used to. That's a pretty good result. I can dig it. Very good suggestion, Steffi Jo. I must follow if I can. It's not my favorite thing in the world that I can still see the imprint on the little bellies of the leaves, but now that I've gotten to the very last one, I'm going to try imprinting the back side where it doesn't have that imprint. Pro tip. Just a tip. Oh, bam, slap it down. That's the way to do it. Good enough. And now we get to start putting them on face. Yes, easier to line up for certain. Okay. So we have all of our little leaves over here. Okay, so just getting that to where it's like touching. And then we're going to blend this down. And I'm going to find and steal just a little bit of clay from over here to kind of fill in and flesh out this part. I'll follow you into the dark. Make the door in your vacancy sign. No one there beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. Seen all there is to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of our shoes all worn down. The time for sleep is now. It's nothing to cry about. We'll hold each other soon. Both are satisfied. Illuminate the hole in their vacancy sign. Your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. Oh, that's so much crud. That's okay. Just do it. Smush. It's fine. Ah, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh, this poem is like the hex on my hand. Clay feathers. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. It's not symmetrical. Oh, well. That'd be nice if it were symmetrical. Ain't that a shame? Should have checked it before I blended it in. Pumpkin pie! I'm at Trader Joe's in the parking lot, says Andrea, and just saw something I've never seen before. A motorcycle plugged into the EV charging machine. Electric motorcycles. Who knew? Right on. We are now in the age of Tron, right? Pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh, I love pumpkin pie. My friend James's mama makes the best pumpkin pie flat out that I've ever had. Flat out. But I also really like this no sugar added one from Walmart. So I'd eat pumpkin pie out of the trash, quite frankly, but hers is really good. Oh, Barbie, I'm gonna be baking it on the whole head because I want it to keep its shape. And hopefully that'll go really well. So we'll see. So now I have to start asking myself, how many tentacles am I going to put on her face? Because I really kind of want it to resemble this mask back here, like a little bit. Just a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. Just a little bit. Doop, 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 doop. Like, I don't know if I'm going to give her, like, the mustache. But we shall see. So I'm going to see about trying to get this. We could extrude some. Let's extrude some. I love playing with my extruder. Extruder. How long are you streaming for today? Might have to put your chickens to bed. Oh, how long have I been streaming? Just in general. I've got I need to stream for probably another 30 to 40 minutes if we're going to meet the requirements for getting verified or partnered or whatever it is that we're working towards here on Kick. So when baking ahead, with or without veggies, always with veggies. Sorry, I have to go stare at my neighbor because they're revving their engine, and I just don't understand why that's necessary. Because we've got one neighbor who's got like a mega old truck, and then we have another neighbor who just likes wasting gas in their sports car. So, but like it shakes my windows. Oh well. I gotta go look. If I get shot, I loved you. Of course, as soon as I come out here, they stop. Come on, don't rev it if you're not going to show it off. Oh, what a pretty day. My bird's nest. Yeah, I can't tell. I mean, it sounds like they're making a scene out there. Don't make a scene if you don't want people to come look. I'm a nosy neighbor. All right. The evil neighbor glare. But it's just like, man, come on. Because we also, another one of our neighbors will just sit out there and honk on the horn. Just honking, usually at around 7 a.m. You do what you gotta do, I guess. I get ate up with curiosity as to why are you the way that you are. Right? Almost sounds TARDIS-esque from over here. Oh, really? Oh, Randy says not sure. I've been drifting in and out of sleep. How are you feeling, baby? All right, so I'm going to roll this out and I'm going to pack it into the extruder. And I want to make like, let's just go and see what happens. Not everything has to have a plan attached to it. Extrusion, extrusion, wee. Steffi says, I get it. 2 doors down from me are some kids. Makes me feel even older to think of 20-somethings as kids. They love to party on their patio till 2 or 3 a.m. on weeknights. Oh my goodness gracious. Bless their sleep-deprived hearts. Whoops. I just know that there were cavemen who were like sitting out on, with like their rocks full of coffee or whatever it is that cavemen drink, being like, oh, kids nowadays. You know it. But yeah, so now we have all of this beautiful noodles that we can maybe make something twisty or fun. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Well, bless her heart too. So now we can take these and just twist them together, and I think they look very like organic and like vines that just grew that way. And I'm hoping this will have all of the same wonderful attributes of the solid tentacles, and that I'll be able to just roll this out like so, getting just a really nice kind of like clumped together vine. Ooh, gotta hydrate. Yvonne, how long has it been since you had a stretch break and a hydration break? Well, we're hydrating right now. And I'm going to have a whole like 30-minute at least long stretching session after the stream. But it looks like you're doing spaghetti, kinda. I mean, it's a little sketty-ish. A little sketty. So we're just going to get a nice little point on there. And now I'm going to try to like split this. They are still outside revving their engine. Like, what are they doing? Are people street racing? Is that what's happening? Like, I don't know. I just wish I understood. It's like, can I go rev my engine too? Is this like a group activity? Kind of want to go rev my engine as well. It's like in the spring we call it mating season, whenever all of the trucks are out in the Walmart parking lot doing their mating call. But in the fall too? Wow. Randy said so. Yeah, if you could, you put my chickens to bed for me, Randy. Pretty please, handsome man. So I'm just testing out, seeing how I like it. Because I think I want to pack moss, like flocking moss that's been mixed with glue. After it's been baked, I'm going to go through, and even probably after it's been painted, I'm going to go through and get the deets on there. Oh, I love that though. Okay. Mechanical issue. They do it every day. Like every day. um, but sometimes. So not like every day. Because the one neighbor, they do it every morning. Every single morning when right before they go to work. And so I'm like, okay, I get it. But it's sometimes they think they're just having fun. Which of course makes me very curmudgeonly. Primarily because I wasn't invited. Oh, that's why this noodle is so long. I accidentally joined noodles. All right, so now we can take some of our very cute little leaves. And I'm going to put this one right here. No, I'm going to pick one that's a little bit more centered. We must pick our most perfectest favorite little leaf, which is this guy. For front and center. And I'm going to put my extruder back in its drawer because there's no sense in having it out. And I'm going to use this wee bitty ball stylus. And we're going to get all up in this leaf's business. And I'm going to try to not squash any of my noodles. It's very important to not squish the noodles. Car stereo from across the street here can rattle the windows. Yeah, we get that sometimes, but so infrequently that I usually just like, music, like try to Shazam it to see what songs my neighbors are listening to. Okay. I do wish I had slightly better lighting in here. Flocking moss eyebrows, will they be bushy? Oh, it'll be like in between, you'll see. Yeah, it's going to be kind of bushy. Like just a little bushy though, like a peach fuzz. Hey, baby. How's your head? Yeah.
He's devastated.
Z-Dog is?
Yeah.
Why for?
He just settled in for cuddles.
Oh, really? Isn't that how it goes?
Spent the whole 2 hours being on his side of the bed.
Well. Like, fortunately, the camera seems to be doing a fairly decent job. Steffi Joe says, do you have an overhead light in the room you're in? I do not. Our house was built in like 1905, and other than the back extension that was added on in the 70s, none of the downstairs has like this doesn't have a light fixture, that doesn't have a light fixture. There is one in that room, but it doesn't work. And then we have one that works in No, two that work because we put in a different ceiling fan in the upstairs. So it's a mess. But I need like 2 or 3 more of these little like spotlights, I think. But then we don't have room to plug them in. And that's something that we've been running into as well, is it's like we don't have well, maybe I can go like this. That helps a little, except for now we've got like some pretty extreme shadows, but we'll see how that goes. At least I can see what I'm doing now. And it's super bright in your face. I'm sure you appreciate that. It'll be fine. We'll get through this. But we don't have very many electrical outlets. We have a gas port for gas lamps in every single room, but we don't have a lot of electrical outlets. So most of what we're functioning off of is very precariously plugged in extension cords. This house is held together by boogers and luck and love, I do believe. Have any of y'all ever used a pumice stone on your toilet to remove like calcium and mineral buildup? Ooh, these LED shop lights in my happy space, and the brackets for them we just sort of pushed into the plaster and they worked great. Right on. Right. Yeah, not super angry eyebrows. I got your email with the knots in it, Bodega. I haven't had a chance to respond, but that is super useful information. So thank you. But yeah, all of this texturing here is probably going to have that moss filling it in. I'm going to kind of come through and just sort of blend down and in. This little part here, because again, if we're planning on joining it with moss, then it should be all right. I just don't have a whole lot of trust for the clay just sitting on itself, baking and curing to a nice connection. So I'm just gonna, oh, my noodle! All right, we're okay. Everything's fine. Yes, it is, Steffi Joe, it is. Love of mine, one day you will die, and I will be close behind. Follow you into the dark, no blinding light, or tunnels that end in white. Our hands clasped so tight, awaiting a spark. I'm trying to learn all the words because I love that song. And it makes me feel better about the friends that I worry for and the pets that I worry for and the loved ones I miss when I hum it. Right on, Bodega. Well, thank you. So again, I'm going to kind of just come from underneath and we're just pressing just to get a little bit of shape. I just want to make it less perfectly flat. Not even in frame. But okay. We can do it on the other side and be in frame over there.
Chickens are to bed.
Thank you, honey.
Put him in the house.
Mr. Prudence.
I don't think he likes me right now.
Why no?
He was hunting leaves.
He was hunting leaves. Did you scare him while he was hunting leaves?
Touched him.
You touched him
Uh-huh.
while he was hunting leaves.
Yeah.
Well, of course he's mad at you, honey.
He looked at me like, betrayal.
How dare you?
Betrayal of the Florida
Betrayer. Betrayer.
What did you order?
I have no idea. As far as I'm aware, our card got hacked and I haven't been spending money on anything. What's that? Oh, that was from Walmart. That's for meat. It's Kinder seasoning. That doesn't count though. That's groceries. I thought it was like business stuff. I'm gonna eat that.
Just an FYI, when the card gets hacked, it usually doesn't get our house.
Oh. Love that. Y'all, look at that cute little leaf going. Look, 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 look. Do you see? Do you see how right there it's going like, wow. I love that.
By the way, you're missing a fire.
Really? Bye, everybody. We gotta go. Wait, what time is it? I'm just gonna go look at the sun real quick. Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Oh, come on out there, Z-Dog. Let's go look at this sunset. Back in. We'll watch the moonrise later. What do you think of that? Mm-hmm. I must have just missed it, baby. There wasn't a bit of color in the sky.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously. It's nice, though. That's one of my favorite things about having chickens is I always get to see what it looks like in the morning, and I always get to see the sunset. So I'm not always out there for sunrise, but I get to see, oh, this is what morning is like.
It was red like
Really? Oh, honey. I'm glad you got to see that. Yeah, it's burr cold outside. What do you think of this so far, honey? Yeah?
I was like, nah, I stayed awake the whole time. And then rolled over and I was like, when did you put a second layer on?
Oh, really?
When did you do that?
When did she make this?
I have no memory of that.
The what? The beaver moon? Oh, I don't know. So this is probably gonna sound super strange, but the hell's a beaver? No. For me, Halloween starts on October 31st and then goes for like maybe a week or two, usually until after uh all the leaves fall off the trees, at least here in our neck of the woods. Um So one of my favorite things to do for Halloween is to put out different pictures for the next year on my dresser top and of my loved ones who have passed. And it's been really nice. It's like getting to see I'd found this picture of my dad that I had taken when I was in middle school, and I was sitting in the passenger seat of the car, and he was sitting in the driver's seat, and it was the cameras that like the disposable film ones, and it was just he had such a great smile, and it's so great to get to see his smile again. Because the picture that I usually have up is of whenever the first time he took me horseback riding, like he had driven me because he was for the most part wheelchair bound, but he was feeling good enough that day too. He was able to drive me to the stables, and I took like a 2-hour trail ride with like somebody else's group while he stayed behind. But I'd caught a picture of him holding this like index card that said Rusty on it because that was the name of the horse that I was riding. But it's like real far out though, so you get to see like it's nice to have a close up of his face smiling. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's another supermoon? We're having those all the time here lately. Or the time between them is passing so quickly. Okay. Also, yes. Now, something that with the eye holes, it's very hard to tell. What's even until I have it on. But fortunately, even after it's baked, we'll be able to, not while it's on, but we'll be able to shave away with a craft knife. Like we can test fit it and to take it off and then just whittle away just a little bit. Or we could use like a Dremel, but that removes a whole lot of material all at once. 100% bodega. Very, very much like that. Oh, really? I think it's his hobby. You know? Pardon me. Okay, so I'm also starting to wonder if I'm going to enjoy the results better on these smaller leaves if I come through and do just a little bit of tapering and shaping. The perfect dog hates his butt against his reindeer. Bro, I can hear that. Z. Z?
He's just doing it into the air now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
But yeah, just that. But yeah, so you can see no texture, a little bit of texture. I'm going to go through and do a little bit of texture on the one that we had already added. Awesome. But yeah, I think it's if we did the math right, which I'm always in question about whether or not I did the math or remembered it correctly, then we need to do 2.5 hours on our stream each time we stream. And that should get us the numbers. 12. Because 12, 3 per week. There we go. Well, hey, Mr. Poodles. Do you want some snuggles or some love? 2.5. Well, hey, big guy. You'll come say hey to everybody? Oh, yeah. You know what this mask needs? Some cat fur. And Mr. Puddum's like, what's a cat fur? For shedding, silly. Come here. Please come love me. He's so, like, the more I'm like, please come love me, he's just like, and, like, won't even look at me. And I'm like, I love you. Just let me love you. Okay. lights though. All right, so let's see. Because I'd really love to do a loop or something right here that we can attach the, no, that needs the keyring on it. But I'm like, if I could embed a keyring right there. I'm going to go grab 2 keyrings. And some snuggles for Mr. Puddums. You can't hide it from me forever. Mr. Puddums, please don't scratch those boxes. Please don't scratch those boxes, Mr. Puddums. Oh, am I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rubbing a cat on my microphone. If you want to scratch your paws, we got this scratch and post right here. You scratch, scratch, scratch. See? Isn't that nice? Is that did I get up? Oh yeah, key rings. I just need the little ones. There we go. And I'm going to do my best to maybe encase this, the keyring. Ah, well, thank you, Saki girl. Mr. Poodums. Yeah. He's a turd, but I love him. But yeah, if there were a way that I could completely encase that, I would totally do it. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting him set. I'm gonna. But for like in the future, I'd love if I could make the keyring look like. Ooh, nice. Make what's a Christmas loaded envelope? I've gotten 10 done. Nice. I'd love to wrap the key rings to where they look like this with polymer clay over them. But this one's still technically a prototype. Once I feel like I know what I'm doing, I'll probably do a tutorial with tips and tricks for like, this is something that goes wrong. This is how to recover from it. Is my hope. But I'm also trying real hard to just let myself craft without being like, I need to make a tutorial about this. It's like, this is for learning. And if you had antler tines, you could make them into ornaments for the autumn mask headdress. Ooh, that'd be really cool. I'm going to slurp up a noodle into a little ball. What up, baby? I make from cardstock and you put goodies in it. I'm putting teas, Christmas pins, charm stickers, all kinds of goodies. Ooh, that's nice. That sounds really fun. Oh my goodness. Our friend Brenda had mailed us a package and in it was this like matcha green tea. And I'm going to be honest, I normally don't buy green tea because I didn't think I liked it. This stuff is good. I drank both bags already. I'm going to have to, I wish I'd saved the bag so I could have bought more. But I'm really enjoying these past couple of nights having a cup of tea with dinner. Like hot tea. Andrea says, oh man, finally home from work and stopping at grocery store on way home. My poor body feels like it's 1,000 years old. Oh no. Ooh, ginger in your green tea. That sounds nice. Okay. So we're just coming in. Oh yeah? Well, y'all, we will be resuming this sculpt tomorrow on the Craft Along with Vaughn YouTube channel and on the Back to Earth Creations Kick channel. And I'm going to get this blended and then we're going to go. Because I need to figure out what we're going to be making for dinner. Or, I don't know, we might just like fast or something. I'm so... Oh, what time tomorrow? 3:30? Because that lets us stream until 6. That's the end of my work day. It lets me get everything else done and I get to sit and sculpt and play until the end of my work day. So, but keep an eye out for our newsletter because we will certainly be sending that out before we go live. I just want to see how it looks with a little leaf right there. Yeah. Well, I think I want to do it a little higher up. Not necessarily, but just, I think it'll be fine. I'd just rather it be, for me personally, I like stuff that has an upward growth pattern because I feel like the weight of it makes my face tired. Like if, I don't know, like it's, I don't know. I like stuff that goes, I find it very flattering on human cheekbones. So to have that kind of upward growth movement. So I'm gonna, I forgot to do the shaping on this leaf. Oh well, that's tomorrow Vaughn's problem. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope it was helpful to you. Like that's always my hope, is that, you know, whoever stumbles across my live streams or tunes in, that I can be, if nothing else, at least a pleasant distraction. And at most, I'd love to be able to help you get closer to your goals and build and develop your creativity, whatever those are, and wherever you want it to take you. Oh, well, excellent. I freaking love that. Jiminy Christmas. I can't believe I'm making this. Like, Past Vaughn would lay an absolute egg if she saw this. She'd be like, no way I made that. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool feeling. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. And until then, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye. Will you click the button, baby?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
He's clicking the button.
Bye.